Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. Today we're going to make a Drake sample beat in FL Studio, and I'm going to use AI to create the stems for the song by Jodeci called Forever My Lady. So let's hop into the internet browser, not the FL, but the internet browser. So I grabbed Jodeci's Forever My Lady. We're going to drag the audio into the site called fader.com and click on the stems tab and then drag your song in. So now it will separate the audio from the beat, from the the extra stuff, and you can download the MIDI. You could download the the stuff separated. So I'm going to pause the video to let this run, but as you can see, it's pretty fast. It's about 50% done. Anyway, let me explain the website. So this is a new AI Curtis King put me onto. It's called Fader, F-A-D-R. I'll leave a link below. And basically, again, you just drag your MP3 in or your wave, and it will separate each thing. Vocals separate from the drums, separate from the instrumentation. They also have a category called instrumental, which is the drums and the instruments. And they offer you the MIDI and the key, which is insane. So right now it's generating the MIDI for all of this. So there's a synth line at the end of the song that I really like, that I think it gets slept on. And I want to sample it for this Drake style beat. So let's download the stems. I'm just going to download all of them in MP3. I don't need the wave because it's an MP3 to begin with. I'm not going to try to, you don't get higher quality by clicking on wave from an MP3. So just download the MP3. Okay, go to download MIDI, and this key says E minor. So now I know going into FL which key I'm going to be in. Okay, so it tells you the key. It tells you. So here's the solo version of, I think, the vocals. Crazy. We're about to go in. Here's the music. There's the synth line at the end. Oh, it even tells you the key switch. This is new. So right now it tells you G minor. Maybe this is a chord tracker, not a key tracker, but a chord tracker. So it says G minor. Then it tells me you're going into A major. That's dope. It shows you the chord by chord. There's a synth line at the end I really love. Okay, let's go into FL and let's drag these newly downloaded things. So I'm just gonna, I'm doing this in real time. This is all real time, no edits. Okay, let's open up both faders. I don't need the MIDI right now, so let's just go inside the audio, and I need the other category because I want the synth line at the end. We're gonna start with the synth line, and pardon me, I'm gonna use the vocals as like an add-on. So I think the synth is way at the end. I forget where it starts. So it's somewhere around here. Here it is, ready? Okay, that's crazy. So I want to go 1, 2, okay, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slice, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, slice. Oh wait. Oh, I've counted the bars wrong. I gotta start over. 1, 2, 3. Also, don't turn your metronome on yet. You're counting out the bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3. Slice. Okay. That's all I need. You can create a second section. I just need that first little line. I'm gonna pitch it down. I'm gonna show you how to flip this. Okay, so shout out to Jodeci, shout out to Drake, shout out to everybody involved with this idea. Let's click here, go to make unique as sample, hit yes. Okay, now double click, go to mode, stretch mode, turn your time knob up, and let's make this a 4-bar loop. Turn your metronome on. Just filth. Okay, so let's pitch this down maybe 300 cents. Dang, that synth line is so good. I kind of want the tail end of it. So let me find the tail end. It's worth it. So okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, slice, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, and slice, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, and slice. Okay, so you just got to know where to slice because we don't have transient, so you got to count it out. To help you count the sample a little bit easier, say and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It just helps you figure out more precisely, if I'm saying that grammatically correctly. I don't even know proper grammar. Let's hit Shift Q. Okay, now let's go here, make unique as sample. And let me make sure you can see the screen. That would just be crazy if you couldn't see what I'm doing. Okay, you can. Okay, we're gonna double click, go to mode, stretch mode, turn your time knob up. So now we want this to be 4 bars too. We're gonna pitch it down the same with the other one, down 300 cents. Now we need a vocal chop. So I'm gonna grab the vocals from the folder. And where are we at? Vocals, here we go. So I'm just dragging the acapella in. So now I have to decide like where do I want vocals and what do I want the vocals to even say. I don't know all the lyrics in the song, so I'm just gonna kind of skim around. So I'm gonna go now for I'm gonna pitch this whole thing down so I can hear it in key. Okay, so that we're not trying to we're not getting confused by the key change. So I'm gonna let that do its thing. It's stretching the audio right now. So I pitched it down 300 so that when I preview, I hear it in key. So let's loop this. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 8 bars, 16 bars. Okay, boom. Well, we need that. So it's boom, whoa, whoa, boom. So don't forget the boom, whoa. Okay, it doesn't just start on whoa. It starts boom, whoa. Okay, so now we need a boom, whoa. Now to do this, I'm going to manually do it because it's hard to, with just the vocal, you don't know where to start. Let's hit Shift, left click, and drag that out. Let's make this unique as a sample. So we're separating that part from the rest of the song. And now we can line up the vocal. Now here's, you have to do it by ear. Let's turn on the metronome. Now remember, you time stretch the sample. So you can go to mode, stretch mode, and then manually kind of eyeball it with the time knob. But where are we at here? Trying to figure out why that's down 300. Okay, so now you just got to get the time right. There's no marker to tell you. So just look for key parts in the audio like da 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 da. You want that da da to be on a beat. So change your snap to grid to beat and just kind of roughly line that up. Woo! We need the woo in there. Let's go. 1, 3, 3, and woo! And then we need like a harmony or some kind of. We need the like ooh yeah. We need one of those. I don't know if I like that part. I kind of like that if we ran it the reverb. It's just chopping out parts of the audio I think might match. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's grab that, put it on the downbeat. I'm not going to time stretch all the vocals. What else would fit? Maybe something at the end. It even picks up the harmony. So this is really dense information because you have a harmony, multiple voices. It's like, how does the AI know to separate all these voices from the sounds, the synth sound? I'm trying not to grab the hook because it's too obvious. Yeah. You got a little nod, dude. I kind of like that forever. I like the ending. I like this at the end. Okay, let's grab this. I'm just kind of roughly chopping. There's no like measurement here. I'm just roughly grabbing the salt and just a little dash. We're not measuring the salt. Let's grab this, drag it over, and just put it somewhere. So let's go back. Now I'm going to keep the metronome on so I can make sure everything lines up properly. Let's go to bar, snap to grid. Now the key is to pitch down the vocal to get that effect. Now we're gonna add a low pass filter to the synth so it's not so buzzy. Let's give it a second. So again, we're not time stretching the vocal yet. Oh, I thought that was. Now this one I'm going to chop into pieces, but not time stretch. So I wanted to go forever. I wanted to go da da da. So let's hit Alt to nudge this around. Forever. I want the ever to be on the downbeat, so forever like that. It's kind of difficult. There's no transient, so you got to go off your ear. Oh, now we can use these like vocal chops. This is crazy. Shout out to fader.com. Shout out to Curtis King for putting me on. This is dope. Hit Shift Q. Now, if you were crazy with it, you could forever later. You could like chop it and bring it back in. I'm gonna do it because I'm just detail oriented. Forever later. I want it to go later like that. So let's change snap to grid to beat. Just nudge these over. Forever later like that. 1, 2. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this in earlier. No, I gotta see how long he says lady. Wait, it's hard. Kind of has a multiple syllable thing going on here. It's oops, wrong button. It's 2 syllable things going on. Okay, so I'm gonna hit Shift Q to quantize. So it goes like that. Oh, that's dope. I needed to. Oh man, let my brain be an alien for a second. That was about to be filthy. Now I'm gonna chop this up probably into pieces because I want it to be more stop and go-ish. If not, let's go. Let's go. This is about to be so hard. Okay, we got 32 bars. Now for the sample, let's start routing stuff to the mixer. I don't think this is routed. Let me double click. It's not. Okay, so let's go to our channel rack. Go to switch this to audio for now. Double click, hit Control L to send it to your mixer. Okay, so this will send everything to its own mixer channel slot. And for now, I just want a low pass filter on the synth. I just got to figure out which one's the synth here. 10. I have 2 synths. So I'm going to make a new thing. Rename this synth group. Make it like a different color. Okay, I'm going to route the synth stuff, which is 10 and 9 and 8. Okay, so 8, 9, 10. I'm hitting Control to highlight all of those. Right click the up arrow at the bottom. I'm going to route to this track only. Now all my synth takes are going to be in this specific mixer channel. Let's add an EQ. Switch it to a low pass shape. And here I'm just going to change the frequency knob. And add a little resonance using the bandwidth knob. As that Drake feel. Create an automation clip on the mix level, turn it down to 0, and then over time, let's say at the 16 bar mark, I'm just right clicking in points, change your snap to grid to bar mode to make this easier. Right click and create like this. So in the beginning, we have the brightest synth, and then it'll work into the lower frequencies over time. Now you hear that little click in the beginning, you can create what's called a fade in. I'm just not going to be that tedious. I mean, if started from the bottom, went click, 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 then this song can have clicks. Okay, let's find some drums. Let's use the Lunch 77 kit. We also have sound packs at busyworksbeats.com. Working with a lot of sound designers who are crazy dope. 808 Arc, Beach Boy, Joe Boy. We have 2 boys. That's funny. Who else? LA Crisis. So if you want some like R&B official R&B loops, look at the LA Crisis Intuition pack on busyworksbeats.com. Listen to this. Stuff like this. This is authentic R&B. He goes in for that Drake-ish type vibe. So that's LA Crisis. I'll leave a link below to Intuition. Let's find some drums. Let's go to Lunch 77's kits because I need some. Does Boy Wonder have? I don't think he has the Boy Wonder on here. So who else would? Oh, he's a Noah 40 kit. Shout out to Noah. Let's do a kick first. Now again, we're not going for trap drums. We're trying to make an R&B type vibe. I like this kick. Switch to the mode, resample mode, right click the time knob, go to none. Make sure you go to your envelope and reset the root note. So sometimes stuff is on auto, so it doesn't sound like the original sample. So I want to go boom, boom, Diddy type bounce. So boom. Oh, got the rhythm wrong. Let's grab a snare. So the question is, do we want a snare? Here it is. It's the snare we need. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Okay, so turn your metronome on if you don't know how to do rhythm. Go to pattern mode. We're gonna put the snare on 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go to song mode. Darn, I wish I had Omnisphere installed. I have a perfect bass line for this, but it's in my Trillion library, which I uninstalled. It's all good. Now we can sidechain the synths and all that. I forgot we're running through a limiter. Scratch some hi-hats. Go to hi-hats, go to your wrench tool, turn up time shift so it's not so on the grid. Also for the vocals, you could add a low pass filter or just turn them down. I'm going to route the vocals to a new mixer insert. New mixer channel. Just going to route them here. This way I can control different things. I'm going to add a filter to the vocals the same way I added a filter to the instruments. Actually, I don't. Yeah, here's the trick. Go to your snare, go to your channel rack, go to all so you can see all your samples. Go to your snare, go to your wrench tool and turn up time shift, especially for R&B and Diddy style. The secret is a delayed snare. Same with the hi-hat, you can do the same thing. We just need a bass line. I just don't have my plugin out one. So let's see what else can we use. Substitute. I think Prophet 5 has a bass in here somewhere. So you're not going to have your drums going through the whole track. I guess I could have the kick. So let's hit Control G to group. Double click in pattern 2. X out of your piano roll. Go to your channel rack. Find your snare. Hit Control X to get rid of it. Forgot what I was doing that fast. Oh, bass. Let's not bring in the snare right away. Okay, where's the Prophet plugin at? I can't find it. Prophet. gonna muffle the hi-hats. It's a little too bright for the texture of the song, so go to your hi-hats, go to your wrench tool, turn down Mod X. This is a low pass filter. Gotta love that part. Let's see if we can find a Prophet. Oh, this is almost like the synth in the thing. That's crazy how that's like almost the same exact sound. Wow, it's almost like the sound. But I don't want that sound. That's wild how that has literally the same exact sound. That's kind of scary. Okay, let's go through the basses. It's too much sound design to explain, so I'm just gonna move through it and work through it. Again, this is not my... I don't have a MIDI keyboard either. Uh-oh. Computer froze. So I'm only gonna do a little bit of bass, but I would go back and make the bass line more Drakey, less funky. Uh-oh. What's happening to my audio? Is Arturia effing up my flow? Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and not do bass because I need my controller and it's just gonna be a waste of time. At least you know where to get the bass from. Maybe we could add an 808 for now. This 808's cool. So I'm gonna copy the kick, but add another little doom, doom, doo, doo, doo. Okay, so let's go to a new pattern. Paste the kick pattern into the 808. I'm not worried about tone. So I'm just gonna add another bounce. Boom, 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 boom. That's the only difference between the kick and the 808. Thickens up the kick. Need to be faster. Let's right click Philly. Just gonna turn the vocals down instead of adding the filter. Copy that over. I like that. So, okay, so 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Again, when you mix in that vocals, it's gonna sound much tighter. Let me mute my mic and let this run at least 2 times. fader. Shout out to Curtis King for putting me on the fader. Whew, that was a crazy beat. Subscribe if you're new. Let me go big screen. Hold up. Make sure all my shortcuts work. I don't think it worked. It didn't work. Okay, but shout out to you guys for watching this entire video. I want to thank you. And thanks to Curtis King for putting me on to Fader. Try it out below. Just go to Fader, FADR.com and try it out below. I did that for free, so you guys just saw it in real time. I want to thank Curtis King for showing me it. And peace out, guys. Subscribe. Peace.